Well, post-match reaction. I don't even know where to start, lads. Just poor, probably worst result and performance since the reverse fixture at Hillsborough, and that one was one of the catalysts for the previous manager losing his job. But today, it's just very deflating, innit? We've not turned up against the local rivals again.
Well, they're not rivals, are they?
Oh, well,
let's be fair, they're just a team from down the road. Not rivals, it's not a derby, and it means absolutely nothing to them, as you can hear in background. Yeah. They're quietly filing off home after a routine win, which is what they expected. So, it wasn't as bad as the Hillsborough performance by us. I don't think it was just another not even bang average, not even adequate performance. It's just the same as we've done all season. I don't think it's any different. So I don't think it's as bad as that. You know, we've lost against them, so what? You know, I don't. Well, season's over. Season's been over a while. I guess we could have salvaged some sort of pride, but if pride is beating these, then I'm not really that bothered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
I guess. But anyway, whatever. You know, bad performance, bad result, bad day at office all round. I think is all you can say.
Yeah. Matt, anything to add on that?
It just feels all a bit pointless this season.
Yeah.
Because it makes right, that wasn't any worse, but the problem is, and I might end up rambling here because I'm angry, but we as fans expect better against Leeds, which we did at home, to be fair. Yeah. We expect better against Leeds, we expect better against Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Barnsley, don't know, whatever. We expect to step up in performance. We expect to see that step up in effort. The effort we expected to be visible. That effort wasn't visible. Now, I'm not saying they didn't try, but from our eyes, it looks like they didn't try. It weren't good enough. It's not good enough. They were better than us. That doesn't mean they're a good team, but they were much, much better than us. They could have won 3-0. That first goal in the offside goal, it looks like it's onside, so that should have been. They could have had 2 penalties in the space of 2 minutes in the first half. This could have been an absolute massacre. This could have been an absolute battle, and we're lucky it's only 1-0. But that in itself is an absolute damning thing to say. And you look against second bottom in the league. These are not sixth. These are second bottom in the league.
Yep.
We're lucky we didn't lose 3 and 4-0 because we don't watch them every week. But to me, it looked like they stepped it up. It looked to me like they knew that this were a bit of a derby game. They know it's a rivalry, so they wanted to pick up those 3 points. That's how it looked like they played. It looked like we played. I says to Ben, that's basically like the same as it was against Watford. But that's Watford. There's a difference between playing Watford and playing Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley and Leeds, whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's not acceptable. Not acceptable. It's rubbish. And if you can't get them up for this game, when's he going to get them up for it? But is that on the players? Is that on the players or in Liam Richardson? Don't know.
Well, I mean, from what we saw at full time with all the fans booing the players as well, the players were.
Sorry. This might not be picked to anywhere else, but Jamie Lindsay were getting some stick from a fan.
Right.
There were a fan sort of pointing at his chest, I assume just sort of telling him to play for the badge kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jamie Lindsay were gaining a bit back. Good. Now again, we don't know what was said, and if you're the fan and you weren't saying that, apologies. But Jamie Lindsay took it like that, and there was a bit of from 20 yards away, there was a bit of a back and forth. Worth noting.
Yeah, but it just shows the fans' opinions at full time as well. It comes across that they just don't try and they don't care.
They didn't seem to get it.
No, they just didn't seem to get that this was.
All we have.
I know this is going to get clipped, but this was probably one of, if not our biggest game of the season, because it was a chance to get one back against Wednesday, get a bit more pride as a whole. Like, I know it's not the most prideful thing beating Sheffield Wednesday, however, in the grand scheme of things, a little injection of something would have been nice. And it feels like, again, the only 2 players who actually turned up today was Victor and Tom Eaves.
Tom Eaves? Or when we're talking about tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe. It was certainly pressing the ball a lot better than everybody else was.
He tried.
Yeah, he tried. And it came across like he was trying, but with other people, no. It didn't. It just didn't feel like it at all.
I'm not calling players out. I'm not going to call players out. They've been on their arses for the whole of the season for one reason or another. And they remain there. And while ever we're kicking them, they're just going to remain there anyway. So we might, what do you do? I stand by what I said. I stand by what I've said all season. This is not a bad set of players, but they've been coached very, very badly to start the season off, and then they've had the absolute crap kicked out of them by the fans and by the first manager, in my view.
Do you think the fans have really battered them?
Yeah.
I think the fans have been very patient with this lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we've got to March, and this is the first time we've really heard proper anger. At
Well, I
time.
suppose it's better than hearing no at all, because that's all we've heard for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So, listen, I'll stand alone on that, and I'll die on that hill. I'm not bothered. You know, that's just my view, and I know and I understand that other people have a different view. But yeah, it's the season's dead and buried, and this is not, by any stretch of any imagination, our biggest game of the season. Never has been, never will be. We're in the Championship. You know, every single game is as big as every other one, and we've not performed. We've probably performed over the course of the 33, 34 games, whatever it is. 35 games we've played. We've probably played and performed for about 180 minutes out of all of those games.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
And that is down to confidence. It's down to tactics. It's down to coaching and the way that the season started off. So today is it's irrelevant really in the scheme of things. I mean, it's great for Piggies. You know, they've won.
They'll get sensitive. Don't call them Piggies. They get really upset about that. As
Oh,
seen.
Jeff, don't be upset, mate. I mean, you know, when I reach 70, I'll try and think about growing up. But in the meantime, yeah, look, season's dead and buried. Been dead and buried a long time now. I'm not bothered one way or the other whether we get a little bit of relief by getting one over on a team from down the road that are not rivals, and it's not a derby. So I'm, disappointing, but it's Saturday, so I'm used to being disappointed because it's Saturday.
Yeah, I think I speak for the vast majority of us. It's like, can we just call it quits now and just go again in August, please? Because I think we all know what the outcome's going to be this season now. I only hope that we, by some miracle, get 24 points, so it's not the worst season.
Well, does it matter? Is it relevant?
I think it's
Is
the
it
only thing left to play for now.
Well, there is nothing left to play for. 19 points adrift, 33 points to play for.
We're as many points adrift as that we've got on board.
Yeah.
So you know, it's dead and buried. It's
Yeah.
dead and buried, and in footballing terms, yeah. So let's just have a laugh.
Yeah,
Have a laugh.
well, if you're not going to cry, you might as well laugh about it. So yeah, when's the next home game?
Don't care.
Okay, fair enough. We'll leave.
Huddersfield, 2 weeks.
Oh Christ, that's Christ. Anyway,
Huddersfield, Plymouth, innit? Can't remember.
both of which are going to be great fun anyway. So yeah, like and subscribe. It'll make us feel a little bit better after today.
All you Wednesday fans, Piggy fans, I mean Sheffield Wednesday, Pigs, Wednesday fans.
Careful.
All them out of that, Swillsborough, make sure you subscribe. If you're going to cry or cry in those comments, at least subscribe.
Yeah, and if you're going to glow, you might as well hit the like button as well. Great, let's go on. I'm cold. See you later.